No shit. There I was. I didn't have a raft. So, me and a buddy of mine and a friend from all the way back to high school decided we'll just make our own raft. So, we took 5 inner tubes, truck inner tubes, tied them together. So, we had one in the front and then 2 sitting side by side in the back. And strapped them all together. We put hammocks over the middle tube so that when we sat on it, we wouldn't sit into the water. And we sat there, we had paddles. And in the back, we had a dry bag, which didn't keep anything dry because it was sitting in the water the whole time, and eventually everything got wet. And I think we even had a throw bag, which I don't even know, we didn't use, but I don't know if we even kept it through the trip. But we put it all together, and we're going to do that, put that raft together, and it worked great. It actually, the raft was great. So I have this homemade raft made out of inner tubes, and me and Dan decided to go to the Wenatchee River. This trip really does show a lot of things you should not do. First of all, Dan is a diabetic. He didn't bring his equipment, so he wasn't medically proper. Then Dan was a smoker. Well, we put his stuff into a dry bag, but it got wet. So now Dan, being a smoker, has nicotine fits. Unbeknownst to me, Dan brought a bottle of vodka and was drinking the vodka as he's going down the river. I started noticing that he was getting pretty loose and happy, but you know, hey, so am I. We're having fun. And the inner tube raft worked quite well, actually, better than some of the other rafts I've rafted. But we came around Boulder Bend, and it was a big, huge wave train. And Dan, just out of the blue, decides, hey, I'm gonna swim this. So he jumps out, and the current just takes him. The thing about the river is you have to learn the current. You know, you have to read the eddy lines and read the hydraulics of the river before you ever go down. And he got sucked down the river, and he was like, woohoo, having fun. But then he gets, you know, a quarter of a mile away, and he's waving at me and he's yelling, and I can't hear him, but I know he's mad at me because I'm not going to go rescue him. But I'm one guy in a makeshift raft with a paddle. All I could do is paddle around in circles. So I ended up doing the whole trip by myself, the end of it by myself, until you know, I picked him up at the takeout, and he was all mad. But the point is, you know, I won't ever let anyone do any kind of drugs, any kind of alcohol. You need to be sober to be on the river. This thing of taking coolers down and you know, getting drunk on the river is, you know, even with inner tubes, is dangerous. I don't do that, and nobody will go rafting with me doing that. So those are the things in that trip that taught me that, you know, you have to be on your guard. You have to be ready for whatever comes at you. And being drunk and stupid and stoned is not proper on the river.